The nonsense that in order to make a particular point, the British government is proposing to pay £150,874 per migrant on top of all the other money that has been wasted on the Rwanda migration scheme is simply absurd. It's utterly appalling that that the government should be wasting so much money on an ideological process which has so far proven to be useless, pointless, and not a deterrent at all. Indeed, why should we have a deterrent? What we should be doing is processing these applications and seeing whether people merit help or whether people don't merit help. Those who don't merit help would then be, on an international basis, considered illegal migrants and would then be asked to leave our country, to go to another country, a third country, or back to the country from which they came. And maybe we can help them. We'd be spending significantly less than the £150,000 that apparently we shall be spending per asylum seeker. It's an astronomical amount of money that we are apparently going to be spending. £4.5 billion to invest in managing this deportation. It seems like a waste of money. And at the same time, we've still got the £6 million that we're paying per day to bolster the laziness of the Home Office that has failed to process the applications that are outstanding. This is all about managing laziness. It's all about managing indolence and pursuing some sort of lame ideology on the basis that it will be a deterrent to people, to economic migrants who might wish to come to this country. So far, it's deterred nobody. So far, we've actually had an increase in numbers of migrants who have gone across the channel. Surely it's time to start thinking that there are other solutions to the problem. We can acknowledge the problem. Acknowledging the problem is one thing. But Suella Braverman, and I'm sorry to keep coming back to her, but she is the major champion of this appalling process. Suella Braverman linked the problem with her particular solution, or rather with a solution that she picked up from Priti Patel, because she hasn't really got any original ideas in her head. So she hijacked Priti Patel's solution, which is Rwanda, and then made the problem and the solution the same thing, so that if you don't accept her solution, you don't acknowledge or you don't accept that there's a problem. And that was her rhetoric. And that is nonsensical. And now we see the price. This comes at a price tag, and the price tag is going to be £150,000 per migrant, who we are claiming are criminals. So we are paying £150,000 to each criminal to be housed in Rwanda, on top of the extra money that we paid to Rwanda to set this scheme up in the first place, which Rwanda seems to have rebuffed by selling off the houses that it built with the money that we gave to them, that we invested, by selling those houses off to ordinary people, not migrants at all. So we don't really have anywhere to put these migrants. We don't know if it's going to work as a deterrent, and so far there's no evidence that it is working as a deterrent. And the only solution that the government has got is to throw more money at the problem, to throw good money after bad, and hope that at some point there's some justification for this extraordinary expense. I don't see any solution to this at all. And Rishi Sunak has signed up to give away £370 million over 5 years to Rwanda, even if there's no migrant deported at all. We're just throwing money at another country for no purpose, for no benefit, to please the ego of Suella Braverman and Priti Patel. And now James Cleverly. I keep getting James Cleverly's name wrong. I keep calling him Jason Cleverly. I have no idea why I'm doing that. Probably means that I don't think James Cleverly is particularly important. I can't remember his first name. I may be right. It's not as if he has a lot of personality to go with that name, is it? The name is interchangeable, rather as he is. He could be any one of these Home Office ministers, couldn't he? Priti Patel, Suella Braverman, Theresa May, they're all interchangeable. And they're all just reciting the same absurd slogans. The individual seems to change. The noises which they make don't. They don't really even need to exist as comprehensive individuals at all, people with personality, because they're simply a mouthpiece for some sort of mad ideology. But it's a mad ideology which is costing us a pretty penny.